where we are and how it's going to be very different from the next 2 years. And this is very specifically just visual. Before I tell you anything about the astrology, you can just see how dramatic, um, well, my drawings are one thing, but if you look at the changing of colors of the sticky notes between 2025 and 2026, you can tell there's a lot of change versus into, early 2026, things really stopped changing as much, right? We have really no big changes in the same way that we have in 2025 as we do in 2020, like 7 and 2028, right? So if that doesn't tell you what's up right now and like the amount of change that we've been going through, I don't know. I'm a very visual person, so this always helps me. But let me go into some details here. So right now we are in obviously November. I'm going to switch the color. We're in November and Uranus is about to go back into Taurus, which is why this turns green again. Um, we have really when Uranus enters Taurus all the way up until the end of January before we're going to start to have another shift, which is Neptune going back into Aries. And by the time of February, mid-February, mid to late February, 21st, exactly, we're going to have the Saturn Neptune conjunction happen. And the reason that doesn't change everything is because Uranus is still in Taurus since, again, this month, since November, and it won't be until April of 2026 where Uranus re-enters Gemini and will not move backwards again into Taurus at all. Okay. And then, like you can see in terms of outer planet shifts, it's really from the end of April onwards that we get all the way through 2027 and then the first part of 2028 where we don't have any major outer planet shifts except Jupiter, which will shift once and twice. It'll shift once into Leo in July and then once into Virgo the year after. And then, of course, into Libra the year after. Jupiter moves, one sign a year, so that's to be expected. But if you see all of the drama we've been having with the outer planets, and I think this was a point I was trying to make the last time I made this video, was that like Jupiter's stretch in Cancer this year, which is like from yeah, like July. When did it go into Cancer? I should have, yeah, June of 2025, really right up into July of 2026 is really holding the space of this last stretch of change that we're going through between now and the end of April. So I am always heartened to see this again because this map is definitely what my life feels like right now. I don't know what your life feels like, as much inner equanimity as we can have. We've been going through a lot of change, and this doesn't even show what was happening in 2024, 2023, 22, 2021, 2020. And I can tell you, this coloration would look much more similar in every single one of these years than what we're stepping into, um, which is a lot more stability. Okay. And then even then, 2028, Uranus going into, I'm sorry, Saturn going into Taurus. Again, Saturn shifts every 2.5 years, so that's to be expected. There is something happening that is worth noting which is Uranus squaring the nodes. And that'll be, I think, somewhere between the summer of, yeah, like between the end of 26 and 27. So that's definitely notable, but it's not as big as planets shifting. Okay. So yeah, I would just say ride this chaos out until, yeah, end of April 2026, you know? I mean, you already have the peace within you, but the weather, how things are moving, um, we are in a ride right now, okay? The shifting of these colors is the movements of Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and Jupiter. Am I missing anything? Yeah, no, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and Jupiter, which are the outer planets. Um, and these color shifts are any of those planets shifting zodiac signs. Um, okay, which means that when you stop seeing all this shift of colors by the end of, you know, second half-ish of 26 and to 27 and 28, we're not having the outer planets switching zodiac signs again in the same way that we have been seeing in 2025, in 2024, in 2023, in 2022, 21, you know? So